I was listening to one Acharya from Arya Samaj, and he was telling a very important thing. What he was telling is, in my life, I have been continuously doing tapasya under the shelter of my Guru for so many years now, and I have been doing Adhyayan of Vedas, Maharishis, Yajurveda Bhashya and Satyartha Prakash. And I have studied Satyartha Prakash so many times, unlimited times I have studied, and I even today study. For the last 35 years, I am studying Satyartha Prakash, and even today I study Satyartha Prakash. And his point was, even today also, when I read Satyartha Prakash, I get new insights from the same words. Then I used to analyze, I have known this book for so many years now. Oh, this point never struck to me. How this point did not come to my mind earlier. So like that I get new gyan from the same book. And similarly when I read Yoga Darshanam, when I read Nyaya Darshanam, when I read other darshanas, one Acharya was telling, I have read Yoga Darshana 300 times, he was telling. And every time I read, I get a new knowledge from the book. So, the main message for all of us, these are all, great people who are doing tapasya. They are not samadhist yogi like my Acharya, but they are doing tapasya. They are in the right path for sure. And they are all great inspiration for people like me. The main important message is never ever stop your swadhyaya. Because when a rishi like Maharishi, Dayanand Saraswati, or even I have this experience in my Acharya's book. Many times I have read this smallest book, the English book, Vedas Divine Light. These are all answers given to somebody has asked in website and my Acharya has answered. So that has been compiled as a book, Vedas Divine Light. Many times I have read those books, but small answer also, when I read 3 times, 4 times, 10 times, 15 times, new knowledge comes out from that. Oh, why he has written like that? What is his thinking? Like that, you get new knowledge. So we must never stop doing Swadhyaya. And because, you also do everyday tapasya, slowly, you will understand the insight of a rishi, because Rishi's stage is here and our stage is here. See, I cannot even show my hand. Rishi stage is there and our stage is lower than this. So, in order to understand Rishi stage, again and again we must do Swadhyaya, otherwise we cannot understand. So, similarly, I am stuck in the Yajurveda's first mantra only by Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati in his Bhashya. First mantra Bhashya only is actually summarizing whatever we need in our life. He is summarizing everything in this world. I am reading this mantra for several times for the last so many months now. I cannot understand the depth of this mantra yet. See, Maharishi writes, Vidwan Manushyon ko sadaiv. If you are a Vidwan Manushya, see, I left this word Vidwan Manushya. Maharishi has written, if you are a Manushya and if you are a Vidwan Manushya, not Sadharana Manushya, you have a wisdom in you, you have a jigyasa in you, you are doing tapasya, you are following Vedas. Unfortunately, I am getting these days many comments from people who are following my channel for a long time. They also they are doing atheistic opinions. Yesterday I was shocked actually. Yesterday one gentleman, he messaged me that looking at all these pravachans and other things of your Acharya, I think it's better I go back to I feel I should go back to idol worship. He was telling me. So I was totally shocked. This is a very atheistic opinion. A complete ashraddha and Paramatma only after, still there is no belief of Paramatma's existence inside us. I am also in the same boat only. I am not blaming that person. I am also in the same boat only, because when I do sin, when I do any sinful deed, after some time I realize that you speak as if you are a great tapasvi. Nothing, you don't even realize that Paramatma has seen you during whenever you commit sin. You are doing Kam Krod Madlub Ahankar. You are doing adharma activity, forgetting the presence of Paramatma. So we are all like, Pragya Vadena Bhashase. We are all just speakers only, speakers of Pragya. We don't follow this. You just speak like Pandita, Arjuna says. You just speak like Pandit. You just behave like Pandit, but you are not Pandit. You don't have Vivek Gyan. You just pose yourself as a tapasvi. I think this mark has to be taken seriously, otherwise, life will pass on. We will suddenly die. Death, when it will happen, we do not know. See, I was thinking to speak about this mantra, but yesterday I saw the news that Sterlite's chairman Anil Agarwal's Vedanta Group, not Sterlite, Vedanta Group chairman Anil Agarwal's son, he was 49 years old and he died suddenly. So, पता नहीं कब मृत्यु आ जाएगा. So we do not know what's going to happen tomorrow. मृत्यु कभी भी आ सकती है. We have very, very limited time within us, with us. We cannot waste our time, number one. And number two, we cannot afford to speak atheist or even think atheism inside our mind. Otherwise, we are slowly going away from Paramatma. By even speaking atheistically, we are moving away from Paramatma. That people don't understand. So here Maharishi writes, विद्वान मनुष्यों को सदैव परमेश्वर और धर्मयुक्त पुरुषार्थ के आश्रय लेना चाहिए. Two things you must do. If you are a wisdom seeker, if you are a wise person, if you want to become a wise person, if you want to become a vidwan, then you must do two things. Take the shelter of Paramatma and take the shelter of Dharma. And merely taking shelter of Dharma is not enough. Dharma yukta purusharat karna chahiye. You must do Dharma yukta purusharat. Then you must understand, Maharishi writes, you must read Rig Veda. Read means going to Acharya and understanding Rig Veda. And you must understand Guna or Guni. Gun or Guni. Guni means Vastu. Gun means the property or quality of that Vastu. When we read Rig Veda, we can understand Jnana Kandam. Rig Veda is Jnana Kandam, right? So Maharishi writes, before doing karma, have knowledge about that karma, what you are going. Suppose I have just finished my Agnihotra. First time ever I started Agnihotra 20 years back. My wife used to do Agnihotra. I used to just sit and then put Swaha, Swaha. I used to ask my wife, how many mantras you are continuously chanting mantras? These are too difficult for me. I cannot, I don't know. I am coming from a Brahmin family, but I cannot chant mantras like this. How are you able to chant so many Veda mantras? I used to ask my wife. And my wife told, it's a matter of practice. If you start today, in 1 month, 2 months, you can get all these mantras. Then I said, I don't know Sanskrit. Then my wife wrote all the mantras in English and then gave it to me. I remember still, I was in Bombay at that point of time. Bombay. So she wrote all the mantras in English and then gave it to me. Then slowly, I started doing Homa along with my wife. Then one day my wife I think she went to Chennai. Then I thought, should I do Homa or not? And then I thought, okay, let me do myself. So slowly it came, just within 1.5 months, I got the Agnihotra mantras. So why I am saying, it's not saying that I am great. Before doing a karma, we must understand the jnana. So before starting living a life in this universe, you must understand how to live a life. Today we are living a life without understanding how to live a life, right? Why? Because we don't have Vidwan in our life. Our Mata Pita, they are not great learned scholars. So unfortunately, but anyways, better late than never. We have lived our life so far by doing sins, by doing adharma. But at least when you realize that, okay, Vedas are the ultimate truth, I cannot afford to leave the Vedas. At least now we must, chetana chahiye. Problem kya hai? After following my channel for 4 years, 5 years, people start questioning, I mean, this marg is too difficult, so let me go back to idol worship. That's a mahapap hai. Even thinking like this is mahapap. That's what I can say. Anyways, so here Maharshi writes, उसके बाद पदार्थों के संप्रयोग से पुरुषार्थ की सिद्धि के लिए अति उत्तम क्रियाओं से युक्त होना चाहिए. क्रिया, before doing kriya, before doing karma, why you have to do that karma? पुरुषार्थ की सिद्धि के लिए. पुरुषार्थ की सिद्धि means to attain moksha, to attain ananda, to attain bliss. My Acharya yesterday made a Tamil video. My Acharya mentioned, see, in the Yajna Pravachan, my Acharya mentioned one thing. तुम लोग दुखी हो एक ही कारण है, अविद्या के वजह से. जिसके पास अविद्या है वो दुखी रहेगा, हमेशा दुखी रहेगा. So we are all in dukh because of avidya. If avidya gets destroyed, that is purusharth ki siddhi. Purusharth ki siddhi means destroying the avidya. To destroy the avidya, we must do karma. To do karma, we must understand jnana. That is what Maharishi writes. पुरुषार्थ की सिद्धि के लिए अति उत्तम क्रियाओं से युक्त होना चाहिए. यू मस्ट डू अति उत्तम कर्मा, सबसे ऊपर कर्मा, सबसे ऊंचा कर्मा. टुडे वी आर डूइंग घटिया नीच कर्मा, राइट? Even though we understand Vedas, many times we do neech karma. Why? Because of avidya, because of misunderstanding the truth, misunderstanding what is nitya, what is anitya. Because of avidya only we are doing this. So slowly we must do purusharat and we must try to adopt the Vedas in our life. Then what happens? जिससे परमात्मा परमेश्वर की कृपा पूर्वक सब मनुष्यों को सुख और ऐश्वर्य की वृद्धि हो. When we start adopting Vedas in our life without any doubt on Acharya, without any doubt on Paramatma, without any doubt on Vedvani, when we start adopting and following this in our life, then Paramatma ki kripa purvak, Paramatma will start showing his kripa on us, his mercy on us, his blessing on us. He understands this person is not doing drama. This person is really a tapasvi. This person has started understanding and believing in me. Then Paramatma will start his real blessings on us. The moment Paramatma starts his kripa, सब मनुष्यों को सुख और ऐश्वर्य की वृद्धि हो जाता है. Then you cannot even imagine कितना सुख मिलेगा. If you want to understand कितना सुख मिलेगा, go and see an acharya. कितना सुखी होते हैं आचार्य. ये परमात्मा के not only my acharya samadhist yogi beyond these things, but I'm just saying other acharyas who are not even samadhist yogis, but कितने सुखी रहते हैं. I know one acharya does not have so much of money, very poor, but he is in a superb anand. He does not have any desire. He does not demand money. He is always in tapasya, upasana, upadesh, veda adhyan, tapasya. So because of his faith on Ved Vidya and Paramatma, today we have lost that. Unfortunately, we are losing it. People who are, I'm totally shattered by those words, that people who are even following Vedas for some time, they also start getting doubt on Paramatma, right? So already itna kar chuke hain, why should we doubt Paramatma now? So that's why then sukh aur aishwarya ki vriddhi hota hai. Then further Maharishi writes, सब लोगों को चाहिए कि अच्छे अच्छे कामों से प्रजा की रक्षा. When you do शुभ कर्मा, आपके परिवार, आपके प्रजा की रक्षा. When Modi starts doing शुभ कर्मा as per Vedas, Indians will get raksha. Honestly speaking, when Modi starts Vedic शुभ कर्मा, when our president and the minister starts doing Vedic शुभ कर्मा, today they are not doing it. Maybe less than 1%. The moment they start doing Vedic Shubh Karma, our Praja will get Sukhi. Praja will get Raksha. Similarly, in your house, when you start doing Vedic Shubh Karma, your Praja, your family will get Raksha of Paramatma. अच्छे अच्छे कामों से प्रजा की रक्षा होता है तथा उत्तम उत्तम गुणों से पुत्र आदि की शिक्षा सदैव करें. उत्तम गुण से पुत्र का शिक्षा करो. आज today we are not interested in making our children dharmic. We are interested in making our children successful. If we make our children dharmic, they will get a raksha of Paramatma. Those children will get raksha of Paramatma, and also अच्छी शिक्षा से what will happen, प्रबल रोग विघन और चोरों का अभाव हो जाता है. There won't be, when you educate your next generation, Paramatma says, when you educate with Achi Shiksha, with the Veda Shiksha, then there won't be any mishappenings in their life. They will not die early death. Today, most of us, we do not know whether we will live long life. At least we desire our children has to live long life. The only solution is giving them Vedic Shiksha. So, पुत्र आदि सब सुखों को प्राप्त हो, यही श्रेष्ठ काम. सी, चोरों का अभाव होकर प्रजा और पुत्र आदि सब सुखों को प्राप्त हो, यही श्रेष्ठ काम सब सुखों की कान है. What else is needed for us? If our children, if our family is having long life, if our children and family and our friends and relatives and all the brothers and sisters of our country are having nirogta, maybe few businessmen will be unhappy, but most of us will be happy. Why businessmen will be unhappy? They will not be able to sell their medicines. That's different thing. But most of us will be happy. If everybody is having nirogta, everybody is having lambi ayu, everybody is having dharma, everybody is happy, then you will also be happy. यही सुखों का कान है. The मूल सुख को मूल दो ही है. परमेश्वर की आश्रय, taking shelter of Paramatma means taking shelter of Acharya, doing dharma and doing purusharat, understanding dharma and doing purusharat, thereby, understanding the gyan and then doing karma, educating our kids and, following dharma in our life will give us nirokta, will give us lambi ayu, and yahi sukhon ka kaan hai. See the summary, the full life summary is given in this mantra by Maharishi. And हे मनुष्य लोगो, महर्षि writes, आओ सब मिलके जिसने इस संसार में आश्चर्य रूप पदार्थ रचे हैं, उस जगदीश्वर के लिए सदैव धन्यवाद देवे. Maharishi says, see, this universe is so आश्चर्य रूप. Everything is आश्चर्य रूप. But we don't understand, we don't appreciate Paramatma. Anytime we never understand and appreciate Paramatma, unfortunately. But Maharishi says, हम सब मिलके उसको धन्यवाद सदैव देवे. Have you ever thanked your parents? Have you ever thanked your well-wishers? Yeah, you would have. You would have given gift, you would have thanked, and you would have done namaskarams to them. Yes, you would have thanked your Acharya, you would have done namaskarams to Acharya. Good, very good. Have you ever thanked Paramatma? 100% no. We have never thanked Paramatma. We never thank Paramatma. But Maharishi writes, Sadaiva Dhanyavad Deve. Kyunki he has given us everything. We always take opportunity to find out what is that I am missing in my life. But we never appreciate what is that is there with me in my life. So Parameshwar ko Dhanyavad Deve. Wahi Param Dayalu Ishwar. वो परम दयालु है. When you start adopting Vedas, when you start giving your heart to Paramatma, he will shower everything, his mercy and power on you. वो परम दयालु ईश्वर अपनी कृपा से उक्त कामों को करते हुए मनुष्यों की सदैव रक्षा करता है. If you want raksha, if you want protection, if we want protection, there is no other way other than Paramatma. And please don't understand protection is only for one janma. We must understand our life is going to go on and on and on and on and on. So he will protect us every time whenever we are in the body. So he sadaiv raksha karta hai. When you do dharma, when you follow dharma, he will always protect the dharmic people. And he wants all of us to follow dharma. He does not want any one of us to follow dharma, right? So, यही सुखों का खान है. So, we must all thank that Paramatma. Never ever think atheistically. Never ever think that let me go back to idol worship because Vedas are difficult. Never think that Paramatma does not exist because I am suffering in my life. Never think that Paramatma does not exist because other people who are adharmic are happy. I am unhappy, I am a dharmic. No, don't compare this. Don't ever do this mistake. Because Paramatma Satya hai, wo kabhi bhi anyay nahi karega. He will never do anyaya. If at all your life is miserable, please understand it is all due to your own karma. Maybe in the previous, we are having a miserable life. Maybe in the previous Janma, we would have done such a gore pap. We would have done suicide. We would have killed somebody. We would have, insulted a Acharya. Something we would have done. Because of that, we are suffering today. But for that sake, don't doubt Paramatma. Ever, don't ever doubt Paramatma. This is a very, very deep and important topic to understand. I am reading this mantra every day, and it gives so much of insight to our life. I will make more videos on the same mantras in future. Thank you so much. Namaste. Oh.